Imagine a world where AI doesn't just mimic human intelligence, but also generates new, unique ideas. Can you envision it? In this era of rapid technological advancement, artificial intelligence, or AI, has been making significant strides. It's no longer just a work of science fiction, but a tangible reality that's reshaping our world. From voice assistants that answer our queries, to self-driving cars that navigate city streets, AI is permeating every sphere of our lives. But one particular development in the field of AI is taking it to new heights: the rise of generative AI. Generative AI is a game changer. It's not just about teaching machines to think like us, but to go a step further. It's about enabling them to create like us, to generate new ideas, to come up with solutions, to invent. It's a significant leap from the conventional reactive AI that we've known so far. While traditional AI systems react to inputs based on pre-programmed responses, generative AI takes a proactive approach. It uses algorithms to understand patterns, and then based on this understanding, it generates outputs that are entirely new. Think about a painter who creates a masterpiece. They don't just replicate a scene, they interpret it, they add their unique touch, they create. Generative AI is the tech equivalent of that painter. It doesn't just replicate or imitate, it creates. Whether it's generating a piece of music, crafting a piece of writing, or even creating a piece of art, generative AI is pushing the boundaries of what machines can do. This revolution in technology is reshaping our understanding of AI. It's moving us away from the idea of machines merely mimicking human intelligence, to the exciting prospect of machines generating novel ideas. It's a leap that's bringing us closer to a future where AI isn't just a tool, but a creator. Intriguing, isn't it, how AI can now create and not just imitate? Let's take a closer look. So, what exactly is generative AI? It's not as complicated as you might think. Imagine a young artist. They start off with a blank canvas, some paints, and a brush. Over time, they learn from their experiences, picking up techniques from observing other artists, experimenting with different styles, and receiving feedback on their work. Using all this knowledge, they create beautiful, unique pieces of art. This is similar to how generative AI works. Generative AI is like this artist. It starts off with a blank slate and is fed with a lot of data. This could be anything from images, sounds, text, and more. It learns from this data, understanding patterns and structures, much like how the artist learns techniques and styles. But here's where it gets interesting. Once generative AI has learned from the data, it doesn't just replicate it. No, it goes a step further. It generates new data. It creates something unique that wasn't in the original data, but is still similar in structure or pattern. Let's go back to our artist example. If our artist learns by observing a lot of impressionist paintings, they don't just copy these paintings. Instead, they create a new painting in the impressionist style. That's what generative AI does. It could create a new image that looks like it belongs in a data set of cat photos, or generate a piece of music that sounds like it's from a certain genre, even though it's completely new. But how does generative AI do this? Well, it uses something called a neural network, a type of computer system designed to mimic how human brains work. This neural network can be trained to understand and recreate the complex patterns found in the data it's given. So you see, generative AI is like an artist, creating new, unique outputs from the data it has learned. It's not just a copy machine, but a creator, using the information it has to generate something new and interesting. It's a fascinating field, and we're only just beginning to scratch the surface of its potential. So, you see, generative AI is like an artist, creating new, unique outputs from the data it has learned. Now that we have a basic understanding of what generative AI is, how does it work its magic? Well, the magic of generative AI begins with its ability to learn from data. Imagine a curious child who is constantly learning from the world around them. Generative AI is quite similar. It's fed a mass of data, and much like that child, it begins to understand patterns, correlations, and relationships. This is the learning phase. But here's where things get really interesting. Generative AI doesn't just learn, it also creates. Once it's done learning, it uses what it has learned to generate new, unique outputs. This is where the term generative comes in, because this AI isn't just regurgitating the data it's learned, it's creating something entirely new. The key players in this process are neural networks and algorithms. Neural networks, inspired by the human brain, are a series of interconnected layers that transform input data into an output. They're the backbone of generative AI, providing the structure for learning and creating. Algorithms, on the other hand, are the rules or instructions that guide this process. They're like the recipe that the AI follows to learn from data and generate new outputs. There are different types of algorithms used in generative AI, but some of the most common ones are generative adversarial networks, or GANs, and variational autoencoders, or VAEs. These algorithms have unique strengths and are chosen based on the problem the AI is trying to solve. So, to sum it all up, generative AI is a bit like a chef. It takes in various ingredients or data, learns from them, and then uses its knowledge or algorithms to combine these ingredients in new and exciting ways. The result? A unique dish or output that's never been seen before. Much like how a chef combines ingredients in new ways to create unique dishes, generative AI combines data in new ways to create unique outputs. Generative AI is not just a technological innovation, it's a tool that's reshaping our world. So let's delve into how this transformative tech is impacting our lives and industries. From the world of art to the realm of music, generative AI is making its mark. It's empowering artists by creating new possibilities for expression. Imagine a painting that evolves with your mood, or music that changes based on the time of day. These aren't just flights of fancy, but realities made possible by generative AI. It's not just the arts that are being transformed. In the business world, generative AI is revolutionizing processes and systems. It's helping to generate realistic text for reports, emails, and more. This not only speeds up workflows, but also frees up human creativity for more strategic tasks. In the healthcare industry, generative AI is being harnessed to create synthetic data for research. This data can mimic the characteristics of real patient data, helping researchers to develop treatments and interventions without compromising patient privacy. But generative AI isn't just impacting specialized fields, it's also transforming our daily lives. Think about the last time you asked your smartphone for a weather update or a recipe suggestion. These seemingly simple interactions are powered by generative AI, making our lives more convenient and connected. Moreover, generative AI is driving a shift in how we approach problem solving. Instead of relying solely on existing knowledge, we're now leveraging AI to generate novel solutions and ideas. This is reshaping education, research, and even our understanding of creativity. However, with these advancements comes responsibility. As we harness the power of generative AI, we must also consider the ethical implications. From data privacy to the potential for misuse, it's essential that we navigate this new terrain with caution and foresight. In conclusion, generative AI is more than just a buzzword. It's an instrument of change, transforming how we interact with the world around us. From art to business, healthcare to our daily lives, it's reshaping our reality and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Generative AI is indeed a game changer, revolutionizing how we create and innovate. As we stand on the brink of this new era, what does the future hold for generative AI? The answer, while not set in stone, is certainly exciting. Generative AI, as we've come to know it, is poised for groundbreaking advancements. Imagine a world where this technology not only creates stunning art or writes compelling text, but also generates innovative solutions to complex problems. From climate change to healthcare, the potential applications are far-reaching and transformative. In the realm of communication, generative AI could revolutionize the way we interact. Picture a global society where language barriers no longer exist, where a machine can generate real-time, accurate translations, enabling seamless cross-cultural exchanges. Yet with great power comes great responsibility. As this technology advances, so too must our ethical and legal frameworks. Questions of authorship, accountability, and the potential for misuse loom large. Who owns the rights to a piece of art or a novel created by an AI? How do we prevent the creation of deepfakes that could be used maliciously? These are complex issues that we must grapple with as we move forward. Furthermore, we must consider the economic implications. Generative AI has the potential to displace certain jobs, but it also holds promise for creating new ones. As we've seen throughout history, technological advancements often lead to shifts in the job market. We must be prepared for this change, investing in education and training to equip individuals with the skills needed in a world shaped by generative AI. Despite these challenges, the future of generative AI is bright. It offers us a chance to reshape our world, to solve problems that seem insurmountable, to create and innovate in ways we can hardly imagine. So I invite you to embrace this technology, be part of the journey, engage in the conversation, Ask the hard questions, because after all, this isn't just about machines learning from us, it's about us learning from them. The future of generative AI is indeed promising. As we continue exploring its potential, one thing is certain, it's an exciting time to be alive.